Police are following crucial leads involving a mobile phone, SIM card, and a suspicious money trail as they unravel the mysterious death of British national Scott Campbell. Their goal is to track down all those involved and bring them to justice. The case has raised numerous questions, and investigators are piecing together the final moments of Campbell's life in an attempt to uncover the truth. Two key suspects, Alex Mutua and Albanus Mutinda, were arrested last weekend in connection with Campbell's murder. They will remain in custody for 3 weeks after a Milimani court granted detectives more time to investigate. During their arraignment before Chief Magistrate Lucas Onyina, detectives confirmed that Campbell was murdered at a house in Pipeline, Nairobi. According to police records, preliminary investigations suggest that the deceased was taken to Mutua's house, where he was murdered before his body was disposed of in Makongo Forest. Investigators suspect a financial motive behind the murder, as there were multiple successful and attempted withdrawals from Campbell's bank accounts in Nairobi, Voi, and Mombasa shortly after his disappearance. Using mobile phone triangulation and witness statements, police tracked the Uber driver who transported Campbell to Mutua's house in Pipeline. However, by the time police raided the house, Mutua had already vacated, moving all his belongings to an undisclosed location, an action that raised further suspicion. After an intensive search, Mutua and Mutinda were arrested along Nairobi Machakos Road, nearly 2 weeks after Campbell went missing. During the court session, prosecution counsel Joyce Alajo successfully argued that the two men possess crucial information that could help solve the case. Given the seriousness of the crime, the court granted a 21-day detention to prevent them from interfering with investigations. Authorities are still searching for other key suspects, including an unidentified man who was last seen with Campbell at Havana Bar and Restaurant. Detectives are also pursuing the recovery of a missing mobile phone and SIM card, which could provide vital clues. While police continue to intensify their search for additional suspects and financial transactions linked to the case. The case is far from over, and the missing links, the unknown accomplice, the financial withdrawals, and the real cause of death remain at the heart of the investigation. Scott Campbell was no ordinary man. A high-ranking official at FICO Limited, he belonged to a social class where business meetings were held in executive boardrooms, not in Pipeline Estate, a neighborhood known for its dense population and lower income setting. So what exactly took him there? From the moment he landed in Kenya, his movements seemed routine, checking into the JW Marriott Hotel in Westlands, a luxury 5-star establishment befitting his stature. But what followed was anything but typical. Scott Campbell's movements in Nairobi were routine: JW Marriott Hotel, Havana Bar and Restaurant, and back again. But everything changed after one encounter. A mysterious man at Havana became his shadow, leading Campbell down an unknown path. On February 16th, that path ended in his death. There was no logical business reason for Scott Campbell to visit Pipeline Estate. If it had been a corporate meeting, it would have taken place in a high-end venue. If it were a casual outing, locations like Westlands or Kilimani would have been more fitting. But Pipeline? That was personal. It raises the question, what was Campbell really doing there? A controversial online article suggested that Scott Campbell was part of the LGBTQ community. If this claim holds any truth, it drastically shifts the narrative. This wasn't a business engagement, but rather a personal encounter, one that turned into a death trap. His presence in Pipeline suggests he was lured there under circumstances unrelated to work, possibly for reasons he wanted to keep private. But was it a voluntary meeting, or was he walking straight into a setup? The two suspects in custody, Alex Mutua and Albanus Mutinda, hardly seem like individuals with corporate ties. Would a man of Campbell's professional stature be meeting them for business? Highly unlikely. Everything points to a personal connection rather than a professional one. And that leads to an even bigger question. Was Campbell set up? The key to unlocking this mystery might lie in the man he met at Havana. This mysterious figure was the one who arranged the taxi that took Campbell to Pipeline. From that moment, Campbell was never seen alive again. Was this man the mastermind behind it all? Did he orchestrate a scheme to lure Campbell into danger? Did a personal encounter morph into an extortion attempt that spiraled out of control? The most puzzling clue in this entire case is the nature of Campbell's death. His injuries were too minor to have killed him, according to government pathologist Dr. Johansen Odur. Yet his bank account was being drained, with both successful withdrawals and failed attempts recorded. Was he forced to send money? Did he resist? If this was a planned murder, why weren't there severe injuries or signs of a violent struggle? Could it be that Campbell died accidentally while being coerced? Or was there another factor at play, perhaps poisoning or suffocation, leaving no obvious signs of violence? The unanswered questions leave us with a chilling realization. Was Campbell targeted because of his wealth? Was his personal life exploited as bait in a carefully planned trap? And most importantly, who was the man at Havana who set this all in motion? The full picture remains incomplete. What do you think really happened? Was this an unfortunate accident, or was it a calculated execution? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this deep dive insightful, hit the like button to help this video reach more people. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next investigation. And remember, trust is a dangerous thing. Choose your company wisely, because the wrong person might be the one sent to finish you. Stay safe, stay informed, and always question everything.